Okay, so big news in Arrow's casting. Holy shit, when I found out we're getting another superhero in Arrow, not only that, the actor who's playing said superhero, I fucking, nearly died of a fangasm. Oh my god. So, for those who don't know, today they've announced a new casting for Season 3 of Arrow. As you can see right from this picture right here, yes, the Atom will be in Arrow. I love the Atom. I really do. I always thought Ray Palmer was such a cool character. Very underrated. A guy who could shrink down to the subatomic universe. He saved the DC universe more than once, on more than one occasion. So, I was really excited that we're getting the Atom in here. But the actor who's playing Ray Palmer is, really made my jaw drop. It's Brandon Routh, the man who's played Superman in Superman Returns. Now, some people are like, oh, Brandon Routh, he sucks, da-da-da-da-da. I actually like Brandon Routh. I like his Superman. Superman Returns is a movie that I've had to appreciate. Superman Returns is a movie I've had to appreciate, and I do appreciate it. There's I still think it's not a great movie. It's still not up there with the Christopher Reeves movie. Then again, what can be up there with the Christopher Reeves movies? But I do like it. I mean, Kevin Spacey was a great Luthor in my opinion, and Ralph. I feel like if Brandon Routh had a better chance, he would have made an excellent Superman. I think he would have made it, and I think he did pull off for what he had. And the guy is a decent human being. I've seen him in other stuff like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and a few other things here and there. It kind of saddens me that his career never really took off. It really does, because I think he's a really good actor. But it is good to see him as a recurring character in Arrow. He's going to ever recur as another great DC hero, the Atom, which I think is going to be awesome. Now, they did say that Arrow was going to have a different feel this season, with the third season, meaning we're going to have a lot of powers. That's probably why, because of the Flash, the Flash stuff that's happening. So probably we're getting more superpowers. The Atom, is going to be an interesting cast in there. Now, the big question is, are we just going to see him as Ray Palmer and not the Atom, or are we going to see him as the Atom, and then are we going to see him as Ray Palmer? Just Ray. I'm tongue-tied here. Sorry. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, are we just going to see him as Ray Palmer, or are we going to see him become the Atom? Just like with Barry, we saw him become the Flash in Arrow. So that's something to look out for. I'm really curious. I mean, is he already going to be the Atom, or is he just going to be Ray Palmer? That's my big question. But I'm really excited for this. Wow. Brandon Routh as the Atom. It's cool to see him do another superhero, I mean, granted, again, I think he did a really good Superman, but I think I can actually see him as the Atom. I can see him as a pretty good Ray Palmer. Ray Palmer is this very scientific, but very laid-back kind of guy. He's very go-with-the-flow, very compassionate kind of character. He's he's not like with Hank Pym, who's always has to be, oh, I'm serious all the time, and I have to, I have to be the smartest guy in the room. Ray already knows he's the smartest guy in the room, and he's kind of cool with it. He just wants to be like, well, I'm the smartest guy in the room, ta-da, and he has fun with it. And he's not really, what I like about the Atom is that he likes being, he enjoys, being a scientist first, and an explorer first, and then a superhero second. He doesn't mind when, oh, well, I gotta be a superhero, gotta put my costume on and save the universe. So I think it's really cool to have the Atom, the Atom in this universe. Now the big question is, where is the Atom going to get his powers? Because his powers come from little particles in his suit, as I recall, and is he going to get his powers from the explosion in Coast City? Is he going to get his power? I mean, Central City, excuse me. Is he going to get his powers from the explosion of the explosion that happened that gave Barry his powers, or is he going to be? Is he going to invent his own? Is he going to invent the suit and shrink down? That's the big question. But again, we could just see him as Ray Palmer and then become the Flash later on. Maybe they're building up to a Justice League. I mean, they've got the Flash, they've got now Ray Palmer, they've got Black Canary, and they've got Green Arrow. So, really, they might be building up to another version of the Justice League. that could be another thing that they might hint at, because you've already got 4 right now, and I mean, how many superheroes did Smallville have to make their own little Justice League? What was it, 6, I think, if I remember right? But yeah, that could be interesting as well. So, all in all, really excited for this. Oh my god, I'm really excited that Brandon Routh is playing the Atom. But yeah, I really want to know, guys, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of the Atom coming to Arrow? What do you guys think of Brandon Routh playing him? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? And yeah, more importantly, do you guys think he'll become the Atom, or do you think he'll already be the Atom, or are we just going to see him as Ray Palmer in this show? So yeah, but me personally, I would like to see it. Maybe what I think is going to happen is that we're going to see him be Ray Palmer, and then eventually, you know, he's going to know how to make himself into the Atom, but he doesn't want to be a superhero. He wants to be a scientist first. But then after, you know, encountering Ollie and probably Barry, he'll probably show up in the Flash spinoff as well. He'll probably be like, okay, I have the power to use this. I have the power to do something to change the world. And ta-da, the Atom. As long as they call him, you can't really call him the Small Man. You can call him, yeah, you can call him the Atom. It's fine. Anyway, I'm out.